It's definitely an expanding market. You know, you have throughout the world, you have the internet is let's say evolving, maturing in many new markets, and you have technology that's leapfrogging. So the markets that were behind are catching up very quickly, specifically with mobile. Because, for example, in Brazil, let's say you have a technology leapfrog where people don't even have computers. They don't have laptops, they don't have computers, but they have their phones, right? So mobile has become a very important platform for everybody, not just dating. But dating is definitely an expanding industry as the world matures from an internet perspective. And you know, we're expanding in population, and you have people that are growing up with the internet from day zero. You know, they woke up, they came out of their birth, and they already have an Instagram account. You know, and their parents are keeping track of their growth. So people are growing up with the internet. So the population is just growing. It's an extremely competitive market industry. Because it is a global market, it's a level playing field. So any innovation that you come up with or create, and it does well, your competitors can quickly see it. Again, by affiliates telling them, hey, these guys are performing really well. So they come and see what you're doing, and it's public information, so they can copy it really quickly. So your life cycle, your product life cycle is accelerated dramatically, and you have to be on your toes, you know? I think the golden rule is you have to offer an amazing user experience. You know, you have to offer a great product that users come to expect a great product. You know, they've already been out there and they've seen, crappy products, so you have to deliver a great product, great service. And, we go into every single niche. So we go wide with thousands of white labels in order to address each particular niche, and then also being very creative with features that keep the user engaged. So it's also entertaining. You know, it's not dating can become a second job. You know, online dating can become a second job. You post your profile, you get messages, now you got to respond to messages, and you got to go back and forth, and now you're managing like literally a second job. Especially for women, it can be like hundreds and hundreds of messages that they got to go through. So if you can create an active community with fun features that makes it entertaining as well as successful, you can actually meet somebody. Then it becomes then you can differentiate yourself. But it's not easy. It's not easy. People think it's easy, and it's not. And it's getting more and more complex and more sophisticated. What users are expecting. It's 100% geo-located. You have to address each market independently because it's a different culture. It's a completely different culture. Different. Even just from a billing perspective, from a wording perspective, you have to localize the product. And you have to compete with the local market. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful. And I've done it from both being in the U.S. side. I was in 15 years the COO of a huge dating company, and when we tried to expand outside of English-speaking markets, it was very difficult. And I'm seeing the same thing in the opposite. European market now trying to expand, it's just not the same. So you have to have a product that is localized from not only language but from a cultural perspective as well. And you really have to do your homework and see what the local products are offering and compete with that. Pricing is completely different market to market. So you have to, and therefore the lifetime values are completely different. So you can't buy at the same rate in different geos. You have to be really hyper-focused to each geo to be successful. And, that's the game.